Hey everyone, Steve Ramsey here. Let's talk about your phone, your lifeline, your camera, your music player. Why settle for a flimsy plastic stand that clutters your space and breaks easily? Your phone deserves a home as sleek as it is. Imagine replacing that mess of cables and wobbly stands with something you built yourself, solid, stylish, and functional. Store-bought stands often miss the mark, wrong angles, poor cable management, and zero personality. Today, let's ditch the plastic and craft a wooden phone stand that's both practical and beautiful. This project is perfect for beginners and pros alike. It's simple, satisfying, and you'll end up with a piece you're proud to display. Ready to upgrade your phone's resting place in your workspace? Let's get started. Why wood? It's a question that goes beyond simple function. When you look at a piece of wood, you're seeing the result of years, sometimes decades of growth, change, and natural artistry. Wood is a material that tells a story, one that's written in every ring, knot, and subtle shift in color, because every piece is unique, grain, color, and texture. No two pieces are ever exactly alike, which means that whatever you create is truly one of a kind. The natural variations in wood make each project special, giving it a character that can't be replicated by synthetic materials. Wood brings warmth and sophistication, unlike cold, disposable plastic. When you hold a wooden object, you feel a connection to nature and tradition. Plastic, on the other hand, often feels impersonal and temporary, lacking the depth and soul that wood naturally provides. A wooden phone stand is more than utility. It's a small piece of art. It's a statement about your appreciation for craftsmanship and natural beauty. Each curve, each edge, and each finish reflects the care and attention poured into its making. Making something with your own hands is deeply satisfying. The process of shaping, sanding, and finishing wood is meditative, allowing you to slow down and focus on the present moment. It's a chance to disconnect from screens and reconnect with tangible, meaningful work. In a disposable world, building something lasting feels powerful. There's a sense of pride in creating an object that's meant to endure, not just be used and thrown away. It's a quiet rebellion against the throwaway culture that surrounds us. Choose responsibly sourced or reclaimed wood for an eco-friendly project. By selecting wood that's been harvested sustainably or given a second life, you're making a choice that's good for the planet as well as your project. It's a way to honor the material and the environment. Each piece of reclaimed wood adds character and a story. Marks, knots, and weathered textures hint at a previous life, maybe as part of an old barn, a family home, or a forgotten fence. These imperfections become features, not flaws, making your creation even more meaningful. Walnut gives a modern look with its deep, rich tones and smooth finish. It's perfect for those who want a touch of elegance and a contemporary feel in their workspace. Maple or birch is clean and minimalist, oak is classic, and pine is rustic. Each wood species brings its own personality. Maple and birch are light and subtle, oak is strong and timeless, and pine has a cozy, homey charm. Your choice of wood is your first step in making this stand truly yours. Think about the mood you want to set, the story you want your workspace to tell, and how your phone stand can reflect your personal style. Let's pick a piece that matches your style and space. Whether you want something bold and eye-catching or subtle and harmonious, there's a wood out there that's perfect for you. Ready to bring a touch of nature to your desk? Let's move on and discover how to turn this beautiful material into something uniquely yours. Before we get started, let's make sure you have everything you need for a smooth and enjoyable woodworking experience. Having the right materials and tools on hand will not only make the process easier, but also help you achieve a professional-looking result, even if you're just starting out. Begin with a small block of wood, ideally something around 8 inches long, 4 inches wide, and at least 3/4 inch thick. This size is perfect for most beginner projects, giving you enough material to work with while still being easy to handle. Pine is a fantastic choice for beginners because it's soft, easy to cut, and affordable. However, if you have access to hardwoods like maple, oak, or walnut, feel free to use those for a sturdier and more refined finish. Each type of wood has its own unique grain and color, so pick one that fits your style or the look you want to achieve. Don't worry if you don't have a brand new board. Scrap wood or leftover pieces from previous projects are perfect for practicing your skills and reducing waste. Using what you already have is not only budget-friendly, but also environmentally conscious. For tools, you'll need a handsaw for cutting your wood to size. If you have access to a miter saw or table saw, those can make the job even quicker and more precise. but a simple handsaw works just fine. You'll also need a ruler or tape measure to ensure accurate measurements, and a pencil for marking your cuts and layout lines. Sandpaper is essential for smoothing out rough edges and surfaces. Start with a medium grit, like 120, to remove any major imperfections, then move up to a finer grit, such as 220, for a silky smooth finish. Having a few different grits on hand will help you achieve the best results. To make sanding easier and more even, wrap your sandpaper around a sanding block or a small scrap of wood. This helps distribute pressure evenly and prevents your fingers from creating grooves or uneven spots on your project. When it comes to finishing your project, you have several options. Mineral oil and beeswax are great for a natural, food-safe finish, especially if your project will be used in the kitchen. Polyurethane or lacquer provide a more durable, glossy finish that protects against moisture and wear. Choose the finish that best suits your project's purpose and your personal preference. Safety should always be your top priority. Always wear safety glasses to protect your eyes from flying debris, and a dust mask to avoid inhaling fine wood particles, especially when using power tools or doing a lot of sanding. Proper safety gear keeps you comfortable and healthy while you work. Be mindful of your hands and fingers at all times. Keep them well away from saw blades and cutting edges, and use clamps or push sticks whenever possible to keep your hands safe. Remember, woodworking is as much about enjoying the process as it is about the finished product. Take your time, work smart, and always prioritize safety so you can keep coming back to your workshop with confidence. Now that you've gathered your materials and tools, you're ready to move on to the next step. Let's plan out your build and start designing your project together. Before cutting, let's plan. We'll make 2 interlocking pieces from 1 block of wood, simple, stable, and easy to store. Cut your block in half lengthwise for 2 pieces, each 8 by 2 inches. The main support gets a slot 3 inches from the bottom, 1 inch deep, matching your wood's thickness. The base gets a matching slot at its center. When slotted together, they form a sturdy cross. Double-check measurements, measure twice, cut once. Use a square for straight, accurate lines. A precise layout means a snug, professional fit. Take your time here, accuracy pays off. Mark your cuts clearly. Ready to bring your design to life? Let's cut. Time to make sawdust. This is where your idea transforms from a sketch on paper into something you can actually hold in your hands. The process is hands-on, a little messy, and incredibly satisfying. As you work, you'll see your design take shape, step by step, with each cut and adjustment bringing you closer to a finished piece. Start by measuring and marking your wood carefully. Precision here will make everything easier later. Cut your block into 2 8x 2-inch pieces, making sure your lines are straight and your measurements are accurate. Take your time. Rushing this step can lead to mistakes that are hard to fix. Secure the wood with clamps or a vise for straight, safe cuts. This not only keeps your hands out of harm's way, but also helps you make cleaner, more accurate cuts. A stable workpiece is the foundation of good joinery. Next, cut slots in each piece. Make 2 parallel cuts for each slot, then use a chisel to remove the waste in between. Work slowly, and check your progress often. The goal is to create a slot that's just wide enough for the other piece to fit snugly. Clean up the slot bottoms for a snug fit. Use your chisel to flatten and smooth the inside surfaces. This attention to detail will make your final assembly much easier and help the pieces fit together perfectly. Handsaws give you control and let you work at your own pace. If you have access to power tools, they can speed things up, but they're not required. Choose the tools you're comfortable with. What matters most is accuracy and safety. Test the fit by sliding the 2 pieces together. You're aiming for a fit that slides together with slight friction. Not too tight, not too loose. This is what gives your stand its strength and stability. If it's too tight, sand the slot gently and test again. If it's too loose, you may need to start over or adjust your design. Don't get discouraged. This is all part of the process, and every attempt teaches you something new. Now, add a 15-degree angle at the top of the support. This angle lets your phone lean back comfortably, making it easy to see the screen. Mark the angle carefully, then cut along your line with a steady hand. Cut a small notch at the bottom front of the support. This notch is where your phone will rest, keeping it from sliding off. Use a chisel or small saw to make a clean, precise cut. These details, angles, notches, and careful joinery turn 2 simple pieces of wood into a functional, attractive phone stand. It's the small touches that make your project unique and useful. Check the fit one last time and make any small adjustments needed. The hard part's done and you're almost ready to enjoy your creation. Now let's make it look and feel great. Sand all the surfaces smooth, round over any sharp edges, and apply a finish to bring out the beauty of the wood. This final step not only protects your stand but also gives it a professional, polished look you'll be proud to show off. Sanding transforms your project from rough to refined. Start with 120 grit sandpaper on a block, sanding with the grain. Remove all saw marks and smooth the surfaces. Sand inside the slots for a perfect fit. Soften sharp edges by lightly sanding corners at a 45-degree angle. Switch to 220 grit for a silky finish. Run your fingers over the wood, smooth means you're done. Wipe away dust with a clean cloth. Proper sanding makes your stand look and feel professional. Now let's make it yours. Now for the fun part, customizing your stand. Paint it bold, add geometric patterns, or highlight edges with metallics. Try wood burning or engraving for initials, quotes, or designs. Laser engraving offers endless options if you have access. Modify the shape, round corners, add curves, or get creative with the silhouette. Choose a finished glossy polyurethane, natural oils, or wood stains for color. Test finishes on scrap wood first. Your stand should reflect your style and space. Personal touches make it unique. Ready to assemble and admire? The big moment, assembly. Make sure your finish is dry, then slot the pieces together. Your stand should be solid and stable. Place your phone on it. Check the angle and charging access. Step back and admire your work. You've turned a block of wood into a functional, stylish stand. Every time you use it, you'll feel that maker's pride. Share your creation online. Join the community of makers. Inspire others to build and create. You've solved a problem with creativity and craftsmanship. Welcome to woodworking. This is just the beginning. What will you build next? Thanks for watching.